my first run-in with Michelle actually is a funny one. I wasn't licensed, and I came out here. I sold my house in Burnaby, and we found a house on the lake here we really liked. It was beautiful. I think Michelle was out of town, and we met with the seller when we got there. Our realtor was there, and we met with the sellers right on the lake. It was gorgeous, 4,700 square feet. I made an offer on it full price. We just loved it, needed a full reno. And then when we were doing an inspection, we found that the attic was full of mold, and there's quite a bit of mold in there. So we had to look at getting it remediated. And it was gonna cost about 50 grand and some other stuff. So we tried to kind of get about 100 grand off. And yeah, Michelle stuck to her guns with her seller, and we couldn't get the 100 grand off. We ended up not purchasing the property for sure. Yeah, it just,
and it comes back too.
It does, yeah. It just, nobody knew about it. The sellers didn't know about it. Michelle didn't know. It wasn't known about. No one, I don't think anyone had done an inspection. What they were doing is for 40 years, they had the house, they were venting into the attic instead of venting outside. So what I think is they ended up selling it a week later for 100 grand less, and they tore it down. But I think the sellers didn't want us to have it because we had little kids, and potentially if it could be a problem.
So before you even worked with her, or before you even licensed, before you even thought about becoming a realtor, or maybe you had thought about it, but before you actually pulled the trigger on that, you had already been a client of yours?
Well, not a client. I was represented by my realtor, Brandon G. Moore, but she was on the seller side. We were on the buyer's end. So honestly, I had a bit of a bad taste in my mouth
about her, really?
Right, because I didn't get the deal. I didn't get the deal done, but she was obviously working for her clients, right? She wasn't working for me. I never met her, but obviously I'm open to look at anything from any angle and give it another chance. But I mean, the magic of this place is what happened was we purchased a building downtown, me and my dad here on First Ave, and I was walking down here one day. We're doing renovations here, it's down the street here, but I was walking down here one day and I saw the REMAX, so I thought I'd come in and introduce myself. And I came in and Paul was in here, and I introduced myself to Paul, and me and Paul automatically just hit it off. I'm like, oh, this guy's a beauty. And then I saw the space. I'm like, this space is awesome. It's got a total vibe that I like. And then he gave me a walk around. I'm like, well, what's with this empty office? He's like, oh, that office is up for grabs. And it was REMAX, and I'm like, it's REMAX, which I love the brand. It's the brand of REMAX. It's like Coca-Cola. Like when I think of a real estate brand since I was a little kid, I think of REMAX automatically.
It's on the benches. It's
everywhere. REMAX is, it's one of the strongest brands in the world. You're worldly recognized. Other brands and brokerages don't get recognized the way REMAX gets recognized worldwide. I just saw the opportunity, and I saw that it was a small brokerage, more of a family, and more of a boutique brokerage, and I really wanted to see what it was like. And it was hard for me to leave REMAX Sabre because I built myself, and it was also a different board. It was a Vancouver board, right? So now I'm Fraser Valley. I was on another board, and it was a lot to kind of switch over. And also I just had won Rookie of the Year for Vancouver board. And I just won it, and then I don't let go of it, but I won it, and I changed the board. So, and I was top 10% medallion club. And also Scott McDonald. Him and a great relationship, the owner of REMAX Sabre. So it was tough to leave, it was. But now that I'm here, I'm glad I did, because I definitely feel like almost double my deals from last year for my first year, and potentially, we haven't gotten it yet, but potentially be top 1%. But I'm on the first page out of the 5,000 realtors, so I'm pretty sure I'm top